Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, TBeauty here. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and like the video. So this is my friend Isis. Thank you for allowing me to record this process, girl. She did not want me to show her face, so that was the compromise. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing her braided boho bob from start to finish. And I went ahead and pre-sectioned out my parts. I recently started doing this before I braid or do any hairstyle, and I just feel like it saves so much more time and it just keeps me organized, and I have a guide, you know, to see how much I have left. And don't mind my nails, by the way. I know they're all chipped and messed up, but I've been doing a lot with my hands. Okay, now that we're done with the intro, getting into the style, I honestly feel like this hairstyle was so easy. I just did normal knotless braid, and at the end, instead of braiding it all the way down, I did braid until I got to the end of her hair, and then I knot the ends with my crochet needle. And I love this method because it doesn't unravel, and I know where to put the curling rod for when I dip the hair, which you'll see all of that in this video. But with each braid, I knot the ends with my crochet needle, and then I go and cut off any excess hair. I added my little boho pieces, so I cut off any excess, any frays, any frizz, just to make everything neat. And I do this with every single braid. When I braid, whatever hair that I'm going to use for the braid that I'm on, I just lay the hair across my arm just because it's right there and I can grab it. I do still section the hair off onto the side on my little cart, but yeah, I do that for each braid. Just lay the hair on my arm. Already have it there ready to go. Also, I am gonna insert all of the products I used, and I'll include it in the description as well. Since I didn't need the full length of the braiding hair, I actually cut the hair in half and just pre-stretched the blunt ends that I cut. So before the hair came pre-stretched back in the day, we used to have to do it ourselves. So that's all I did. I just stretched out the blunt part that I cut, and yeah, only used half of the length of the hair for the braids, and that was more than enough for the bob. This is the brand that I used for the curly boho hair. I would give this brand maybe like a 7 out of 10. I feel like it's a great affordable option, but it is a synthetic human mix, so it can eventually mat or tangle. I did let her know if that happens. It usually happens at the back of the hair that it'll start to mat or tangle. So just cut it off of the braid, and, you know, preserve the style. And I do avoid putting mousse or anything like that on the boho hair. If anything, I'll use like oil sheen. You'll see that at the end. Some curling creams can work pretty good on the synthetic hair, but not too much so that it doesn't build up. But usually oils or, like, you know, some type of sleek cream will do for the boho hair. I'm all done braiding. Now I am doing some finishing touches. I'm gonna curl the ends by wrapping the hair around the curling rods. Since I did knot the ends, I know where to stop so that I don't boil her real hair. And I'm gonna move all of the boho pieces out of the way as well, so I'm only dipping the ends of the braids. Right, so I'm back. I dipped all of the ends in boiling hot water. Of course, towel dried everything, but I let them sit for a minute and then took them out. And they turned out exactly the way that I wanted them to. And for the final touches, I sealed everything with mousse, blow dried, and did some oil sheen. I cut everything evenly, and this was the final look. I'm so happy with how it turned out. She really loved it. I feel like it's so perfect for the summer. Let me know what you think in the comments, like the video, and subscribe. See you next time.